Hi, good evening, and thank you for stopping by my poster. My name is Josie Pegg, and I'm a postdoc at the South African Institute of Aquatic Biodiversity, SAIAB. And I'd love to take a few minutes of your time to briefly tell you about our research looking at small stream communities which are impacted both by drought and by an invasive fish. Our study site is Addo Elephant National Park in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. It's a popular tourist attraction. Most people come to see the big game: elephants, rhinos, buffalo, leopards, and lions. A few people come to see the endemic wingless dung beetle. But despite the park having over 84 kilometres of rivers and streams, nobody comes to see the fish, except for us. My SAIAB colleagues and I have been surveying the small streams for in excess of 10 years. We use standard methodology: fight nets, elver traps, and electrofishing. Less than 5% of South Africa's rivers are within national parks. So this is a unique environment. It is also a really beautiful place to work. There is one slight disadvantage, is that there is a chance of being eaten by a lion, hence the armed guard. However, we've all survived so far to bring you these results. Whilst the diversity in the small streams isn't excessive, the species present are quite interesting. We have eels, the longfin eel. We have xenopus frogs. We have the river goby. But of particular interest are the small cyprinids: Enteromius pallidus, the goldie barb, and Psuedobarbus afer, the Eastern Cape redfin. In fact, this species is very interesting because within each individual small stream, there is a genetically unique population. This species is also endangered, and one of the threats is predation from invasive species such as the largemouth bass, also pictured here in the top right-hand corner. What we found is possibly less interesting than where we found it. 2019 was a very, very dry year at the end of an extended period of drought. So the small streams were less small streams and more a series of pools. When we surveyed these pools, we found that a pool would contain largemouth bass or small cyprinids, but we never found both co-occurring in the same pool. And that's not a 2019 phenomenon. This graph was produced by a SAIAB master's student 10 years prior, showing the same effect. So both native species and non-native species have persisted over quite a considerable time within these streams, over the stream scale. But during drought, at a pool scale, the largemouth bass caused the localized extermination of the native small cyprinids. Why does this matter? Well, it's not just an issue for the small streams in Addo Elephant National Park. This is actually a global consideration. The threats to rivers are similar everywhere: climate change, drought becoming more common; non-native invasions, globalization making them become more frequent; and river habitat modification, also an increasing threat to our rivers. In this study site, our small cyprinids only survive drought periods because of multiple pools being available. In a homogenized environment, the predation pressure from the largemouth bass would likely be catastrophic. So this small case study actually shows something applicable anywhere in the world, that stream heterogeneity is really critical to the survival of species threatened by multiple stressors. A huge amount of the data collected for this study was collected by students both from SAIAB and Addo Elephant National Park. and I'm really grateful for them and the hours they spent in the field. This work was funded through the Department of Science and Innovation, National Research Foundation, Research Chair in Inland Fisheries and Freshwater Ecology. If you've enjoyed this trailer, we have a paper coming soon on this, so please keep your eye out for it. In the meantime, if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. I would love to speak to you. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the conference. Goodbye.